YouTube, what is going on? This is that NBA guy, Josh. It is Tuesday, July 1st, 2014, and the topic of the day is Derrick Rose does not want to help out his team in free agency. How much sense does this make? I couldn't tell you. Derrick Rose is one of the best talents that we've ever seen in the NBA in terms of being a point guard, leaping ability, just sheer athleticism. It's a real shame that he got hurt with his knee twice now. Hopefully when he comes back this season, he can be a force and stay healthy. Obviously a lot of people around the league probably don't want him to be healthy, so their teams can do better. But I'm sure every true basketball fan realizes that having a talent like him in the league is better than having him not in the league. He's a great talent, not the smartest guy in the world, when it comes to just IQ, but talent-wise, he is off the charts. Obviously, that's why Adidas wanted to give him such a max contract. And also the Bulls wanted to give him a max contract. Now, the topic right now is that Carmelo Anthony is shopping around his free agent options. He met in Chicago today with the Bulls. On Thursday, he's going down to Houston and then Dallas. I believe he's also going to be visiting the Lakers on Friday. So he's kind of taking his tour of the country. And, a reporter asked Derrick Rose, are you going to help Carmelo? Are you going to tell him about the team? Are you going to help the Bulls in kind of trying to recruit this guy? And he said it's not his job. If Derrick Rose is listening to this video right now, it is your job. They're giving you a max contract. You are the face of that franchise. They have literally built the entire team around you. And it's not your job to help recruit one of the best free agents on the market right now to your team. Last time I checked, the whole point of playing is to win. Am I correct? You're not there just to pick up a paycheck. How do you not give a correct answer and say something like, "Oh, it's not my job to recruit this guy to my team"? How is it not your job? I mean, I'm trying to get my head around that. I understand that he's trying to be like the old guys. Michael Jordan wouldn't recruit Patrick Ewing, or he wouldn't recruit Shaq, or he wouldn't recruit Hakeem Olajuwon. Hey, your contract's up, this summer. Why don't you come over and play with me in Chicago? Those guys didn't do that. They wanted to kill each other on the court. They were friends off the court, some of them, but they wanted to compete and they wanted to get role players and build their teams, and that's how it was back in the day. I got news for everyone out there. This is not back in the day. This is today, and the times have changed. The way that competitive balance has changed, and the thing is, if you can't beat them, join them. Chicago's not beating the Heat with the roster that they have. I don't care if LeBron goes out for the rest of the season. Miami's going to put together a title contender next year, I can tell you that. Pat Riley's not sitting around. Even if LeBron bounces, which I don't think he's going to, but if LeBron bounces, they're still going to have a good player. I'm sure they'll get Bosh back. I'm sure they'll somehow figure out a way of getting Kyle Lowry down the South Beach. Chicago's not beating them. So your goal is to win championships. You know that you can't beat Miami. You have a player like Carmelo Anthony that wants to leave New York and come to possibly Chicago or the Lakers, but you know that your team is the front runner, and you still don't want to help the Bulls recruit this guy? I mean, if I was Derrick Rose and a player that could take some of the scoring load off me and let me play my true position, which is point guard, if Carmelo actually wanted to come to the team and do that for me, how can you say it's not my job? Now, a report came out today, which is July 1st, so it's Tuesday, for all you guys, if you're trying to keep track of the news here, that, Melo flew in the airport. Tom Thibodeau picked him up at the airport, drove with him to the United Center. They had a nice marquee for Melo, and Derrick Rose was part of the pitch along with Joakim Noah, Carlos Boozer, Jimmy Butler, and, a couple other players. So Derrick Rose was actually there. What do you think happened? Management said, "Derrick, listen, stop being an idiot." I mean, this is just common sense. There's a reason he was a one and done at Memphis. It wasn't because he wanted to come to the NBA. It's because he couldn't pass his tests. The players literally broke and told the media that John Calipari was paying teachers so he can pass his tests. He also had to get special admittance to get even into school. His SAT scores were extremely low, and there was a big scandal that he cheated on that. Obviously, the guy's not too bright. I like watching him play basketball, and that's really the only reason I think he's relevant in our country. So, that's what we'll just leave it as. But Derrick, you got to be a little smarter, man. If a player like that of that caliber is trying to come to your team, at least say, listen, it's a great place to live, it's a great city, it's a great culture. Say something, but do not tell the media it is not my job. That is unprofessional. You should be ashamed that you're collecting that big of a paycheck every week from the Chicago Bulls. And since you're a native of Chicago, you should be embarrassed for your city that they have to listen to you talk like that. So that's just my 2 cents. What do you guys think about Derrick Rose? What do you guys think about Melo possibly going to the Bulls and teaming up with Derrick Rose? Drop it in the comments. This has been That NBA Guy Josh, and I'm out. Peace.